What? What?
We're live. We're live.
We are. And we have nobody. They forgot about me. Nobody loves me.
Where's my violin?
You know, I like the violin. It's a very intimate instrument. Because it's, well, I mean, you do kind of like hug it and you're kind of cuddling with it. But then, you got the harp that's, well, the cello that goes between your legs. That's pretty intimate. The harp, you kind of like, I guess there's a couple of intimate instruments out there.
I guess the cello is intimate because you're right. It does sit between your legs.
It does. You kind of straddle that bad boy. Hang on, y'all. I gotta go see a man about a cello. You normally see a man about a horse, but now we're gonna go see a man about a cello.
You got a big cello, from what I understand.
A huge cello. Hello, everybody.
Oh, man.
You caught us goofing around.
Hey there. What's going on? Francis, Lucy, Kelly?
You caught me being me at my best. I can turn anything sexual, and I turned instrument sexual. Would you look at that? Ah.
He did. He turned a violin. He turned that into an intimate, right? Is that what he said? An intimate.
Well, it is intimate because you're kind of like laying on it, and you're kind of like cuddling it. It's very intimate.
And then he said that a cello was also intimate because it's between your legs.
It is between your legs. You're gonna go see a man about a cello instead of a horse.
And what about the guys that play their organ? I mean, play the organ.
Well,
they really beat on their organ.
They do pound on that motherfucker. What's up, Dee Dee? How you doing?
Hola. Let me see. I think that was too bright. It was hurting my eyes. Hola, hola. So, I had a video. Another video.
I thought you were gonna be what's his nuts? Martin Luther King. I had a dream. I usually have the dreams. Hey, what's up, Mama Bear?
See, I like that song, but it's not long enough.
So, and I'm not a huge fan of Miley Cyrus, but her new song "Flowers." It's a pretty freaking good song.
Haven't heard it.
It's a good song, and I was just watching ETV or E Entertainment or whatever the hell it was. Did you know that that little redhead? What the hell's her name? Lindsay Lohan is married and pregnant.
She's married?
She got married last year.
Yeah, I'm looking for that video.
Yeah, she got married last year. Had no idea.
Wasn't she like a drug addict or something?
A drug addict, a lesbian. Yeah, you name it, she did it. Kind of like Miley, but I guess they all have to go through their bad girl stage.
I mean, it's not a crime to be a lesbian, is it?
Well, I don't know. Could be. I mean, I guess it depends on which alphabet cop you get.
Got the video. Now, we're going to watch another video.
Oh. This is the Karen?
Good.
Because I love my Karens about as much as I love my CT.
Different kind of Karen.
It's a different kind of Karen. How many different kinds of Karens are there? I mean, we like the privileged Karens.
Yeah, this is not a good Karen. I'll tell you that much. Let me find it here. Share screen.
Yes. So I just downloaded the Flower song and I added it to my playlist. It's a really good song. Kelly likes it.
Ben Benavides, what up? You got to watch this video.
What's up, Ben?
Didi says I hear it a lot on TikTok. What is that?
We're talking about the Flower song. I mean, get with the program here.
Sorry, I was looking for a video, and I know you said.
I bounced around a lot. I mean,
Taylor Swift. You were talking about? Who were you talking about?
Miley Cyrus and Lindsay Lohan. You know, they all have to go through their bad girl routine, kind of like Christina Aguilera. She went through the bad girl thing when Christina Aguilera. When she came out with that song "Genie in a Bottle," that was her bad girl stage or era.
Okay, have you seen this video? Does this look familiar at all?
Because there's cops there. It looks like it's outside News Channel 5.
Can you believe this? Okay, another officer giving cops a bad name.
Oh no! Say it isn't true. Say it isn't so.
Oh, it's so.
You wonder why cops are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Well, Ben, glad you could make it today. Okay, let's. Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay, Joe.
Look how mad that cop gets.
Oh.
Watch what he does with his glasses. Slams them down. So I think what happened here was that they were trying to get him to put his hands behind his back, and he wouldn't. He was resisting in a way. All right.
Hey, but we have no idea what happened the 3 hours before the beating here. And there's no sound, obviously.
I don't think there's sound on this thing. And the officer, his partner, I assume.
Oh, here he comes. They're hot and heavy. Now we're gonna throw this guy on the ground. I mean, you see old Baldy come out that cop car like, get out of my way! Got to smash him! I got to boom, body slam him to the ground.
Let's see if I can get to switch sound. Hang on. Oh, okay.
Oh, that took a lot out of me.
There we go. Now you see that? I mean, dude's okay.
Looks like he's peeing.
He's holding the wrought iron fence, right?
Well, 29 looks like he's peeing.
Well, they told him to spread his legs, and he did, but he doesn't want to. I don't think his hands are behind his back, are they?
No.
Or were they?
No, can't really tell. Yeah.
Oh, it was behind his back. Holy crap. Look at that. It's like, come on. What could he possibly have said to piss off this cop so bad? The cop is really angry. Watch this. That dude is really pissed off. Watch.
Well, there's another $1 million lawsuit. So what country is this in?
I believe this is Los Angeles. Somewhere in California, if I'm not mistaken. At least California. I know that much.
Did you see that? He's swinging back like this, and that other officer's like, what?
Now, he's not resisting. He's just trying not to get hit, right?
Right.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
for the cop to take off his sunglasses and just slam on the ground. I mean, he's got some anger issues, I think.
Another cop on a power trip.
She can't do nothing because she's too small. She's not going to get in the middle of that. Yes, that's a female officer.
Well, actually, what she should have done is tase that other officer. Is what she should have done. She should have tased the shit out of him because there's no need for that. No call for that whatsoever. You're not cooperating. Motherfucker didn't do a goddamn... She should have tased his ass.
So he wants him to get on the ground, and I think that's what he's resisting, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think that female cop should have tased that other cop. Right in the ass.
You can't tase your own partner.
Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, she would have been... oh, man. Another cop would have shot her or something.
That's excessive force. There's no need for that.
What she should have done was try to... Yo, calm down. Hold on. You know, like, I don't know, grab by the back of the shirt or the bulletproof vest if he's wearing one, whatever. Just tell him, hey, man, calm the hell down, man.
She always could have said, well, you moved right when I shot, and so you ended up getting tased. I was trying to tase the suspect.
There you go. Whoops, sorry.
But you're all over the fucking place like a madman.
Dude hits the perp with a sucker punch. Okay, and true, we don't know what happened before this, right?
Yeah, we're clueless.
But the dude looks like he's just standing there. If he says something, so what?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there is no need for a fight. I mean, his hands are behind his back. He's spread eagle there, so, as far as I can tell, dude is complying. And if I was on the jury for the lawsuit, I'd give the man $10 million.
I mean, the dude is angry. The cop is pissed off.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the perp asking, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Seriously.
Dude's got some problems, man. And whatever he was doing, I'm not saying that dude's an angel or anything. We have no idea. But that didn't look like he deserved any kind of beating. And maybe he wasn't complying necessarily, but does that mean you beat the crap out of him? No.
Wow. So
anger issues.
So that's our Karen cop. That's
our Karen for the week. Yeah. That's our Karen for the week.
I don't know. I kind of like the other Karen. I have to watch you and your prostitute have sex while I'm ordering my dinner.
Should we watch that again? That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, let's watch her again.
We want to watch the
She was funny.
The prostitute? What did she call her? She called her a prostitute.
And an ugly one at that.
Hey, Delma. Hey, Ben. Okay, Ben. What's your take on? Ben says, "What's your take on the people that got killed in Mexico, Manny and Bam?"
Should not have gone. Stay out of Mexico. No bueno. Don't go.
I have to agree with that. I think, I don't know. The stories are kind of all over the place. First, they said it was a case of mistaken identity.
Yeah.
And then they said they were caught in the crossfire. And then they said
drug deal gone bad.
Originally they said she was going to the pharmacy, and then that turned into she was going to get a medical procedure.
Yeah, tummy tuck.
A tummy tuck, right? And then they get caught in a crossfire, and then a guy videotaping from upstairs somewhere. So what the cartel did, once they figured out people were dead or the car was shot up, they went to the car, and like the cartel does, they take all the bodies and they go away with them. They don't want to leave any evidence behind, right? And that's what they did. So it looks like a kidnapping, but it wasn't necessarily a kidnapping. They were just collecting the bodies. I suppose the one woman was alive. The two people were alive.
Gonna cut them open and sell their organs out on the black market.
I'm surprised they didn't do that, right? So they load the bodies up, they take off, and now they're missing. And there's a huge backlash from the U.S.
They're not missing. We know where they're at.
This gets better. So now they've done a history on these people that were there. And the two gentlemen, I believe the two gentlemen that are dead, including the third male who's not dead, they've all got a criminal background having to do with drugs and stuff. So were they there to do a deal? Or were they trying to do a deal? Is the U.S. going to say necessarily? I don't think so.
Did the deal go sour?
It's possible. Now, the president of Mexico, this was last week, told the U.S., no, don't come over here. Don't come over here meddling. This is not a fentanyl. This is not our problem. It's a fentanyl problem because of the United States. And partially that's true. But he said the drug, fentanyl, doesn't come from Mexico. Well, that's where you're wrong. Because how many drug busts? Well, here we see them at the border all the time. How many drug busts? And they recover so much fentanyl, it's not even funny. Whether it originates in Mexico or just crossing through, it comes through Mexico.
Yep, gas tanks have false insides, just like a lot of fat asses. They have false insides because they're shoving fentanyl up there, and same thing with the boobs, fentanyl
for the boobs, in the boobs.
Well, yeah, I mean, you go down there for a breast augmentation, you walk out of there with pure liquid heroin, and then you go to doctor in here, they take them out and they give you your cash.
That's nasty. How about infections and stuff? What happened to the good old days where they would just swallow those little plastic pods with the
heroin in it?
Cocaine, yeah.
Well, sometimes they would bust, and then they would die. They would OD right there in line, waiting to cross the border.
Yeah, there's a movie called Maria Full of Grace about these young girls in Colombia, who for some extra money agreed to be a drug mule. And each of the girls swallows a bunch of little condom packets with, I don't know, 30 packets.
Balloons, whatever.
They swallow like 30 little pods. So when they get to the States, they poop them out. They deliver them, they get paid their money. Except one girl died. And the other girl was pregnant. She didn't know at the time, but she was pregnant, so they didn't x-ray her, so she got away with it. And good movie. Check it out if you see it. Maria Full of Grace. It's an HBO movie. Anyway, I don't know. Some kind of drug deal gone wrong. Something's not right. I don't know if we're going to get the whole story. So, and then yesterday, the president of Mexico, don't meddle in Mexico, or we're going to meddle with your elections, your presidential elections. He said this.
Well, the Democrats are already doing that with all these illegals in here. They want everybody to vote for.
Everybody to vote, yeah.
It's like, you know, and I'm sorry. I always thought that was part of being a U.S. citizen is the right to vote. Now they're making it everybody's right in the country. If you live in this country, you can fucking vote. The fucking Democrats.
They were, convicts. Yes, they were. I saw a video of TikTok. They went to Mexico and they asked for fentanyl and they were followed thinking they were a rival cartel, but who knows? That's possible too. Hey, Naya, glad you could make it. Another theory is that the United States is making a big deal out of this because they want the lithium that Mexico has. That's another possibility. Hey, Cherie. Don't mess with the cartel's dummy. Told the girl that was staying at the hotel they would be back in 15 minutes. Come on, we all know why they're there. I know, right? I mean, you think something's hinky, right? You know what hinky means?
Yeah, they're there to see a man about an instrument.
There's been thousands of people from the U.S. that go to Mexico and go missing. Now, all of a sudden, they're making a big deal out of these people. Something it doesn't smell right. I think there's something. I think you're right. I think something was made out of it because it was caught on part of it was caught on video when they were taking the bodies away. Hey, West Texas Queen Bee, glad you could make it. Hey, Mama's the boss. Is Mama the boss?
I don't know. Joe Karen.
I don't know, man. How does that sit with you? Another leader of a large country telling your country, threatening to meddle in their elections.
Well,
that's not good. That's some shady shit going on right there.
Well, we've known for years Russia's always meddled in most of our elections. And until we have control over our own machines that do the counting, and not like Paris or China or whoever has control over these Dominion machines, can we really trust the outcome of the elections? I mean, can we really trust it?
Well, I think now it's going to be looked at more closely and watched more closely. That's for sure. But I think that this was a good lesson to all the people who did not come out to vote. Well, that your vote possibly could have made a difference if we would have had enough
our election process should be as secure as Fort fucking Knox. But it's not. Because dead people vote every year. Dead people vote every election.
This is true.
And they know it.
You know what they used to do? What they used to do in Chicago, you know who did this? Al Capone. He sent his guys to the cemeteries and they'd go collecting names. And he'd register those people to vote. And they'd go vote with those names of all these dead people. That's why this old saying from Chicago, like vote early, vote often. They mean it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. What up, lab girl? Jenny Todd from Kansas. Oh, Arkansas. Sorry. Arkansas.
Arkansas. She's from Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Yeah, Arkansas. Not your Kansas, Arkansas.
I like how the same people say Arkansas say Illinois. Yeah, that gets me. Just teasing you, Jeannie. Hey, lab girl. Trust has been broken. I don't know that trust was ever there between. We kept Mexico at like arm's distance, kind of like, okay, yeah, nice. Thank you. Yes.
I always considered Mexico kind of like one of those states where you keep your enemies close, or you keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Enemies closer, yeah.
One of those kind of situations.
I think that's true. Jessica Lee's in the house. What up, Jessica? Nice to see you. Yeah, the dead are always conveniently Democrats.
Isn't that funny how that happens? That every dead person's a Democrat that votes.
I'll leave this on one more time. There's a lot of shady shit going on, man. Lavina, what up? Well, the topic was a video that we just showed. I can show it again if we need to. Another bad cop. Another bad cop.
I still think that female cop should have tased him right square in the ass.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay, Joe Pesci.
Okay, well, okay, watch this, guys. We're going to show it again. Some of you just tuned in missed this thing. Well, mind you, I don't know what was going on before this. They didn't show what happened before the cop started wailing on the guy. But the dude's just standing there. Maybe he's resisting or not paying attention or not complying. But something he said just pissed off that cop. And look how angry he is. Here we go. And now they subdue him. Now there's other big guys there to help him out. And not, and even if he was not complying, did he deserve that kind of beating like that?
Oh, absolutely not. But do they ever deserve that beating?
I mean, watch. I mean, something he said set the cop. The cop lost it. One more time, in case you missed it. Here we go. And again, the guy's not fighting back. He's just trying to protect himself.
And I think this guy had every right to punch back if he wanted to.
And the lady, the female officer, she's standing there. She's not going to get in the middle of it because she's tiny and she'll take a punch.
I'd still say she should have tased that other cop.
Tase him and go, whoops, I missed. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, look how angry that cop is. His sunglasses are coming off. Watch what happens. I hope those weren't Ray-Bans. I don't know. That's just wrong, I think. That's just way out of line.
next time I get pulled over for any reason, I'm gonna try my best to get beat up by a cop so I can sue the motherfuckers.
And so because of popular request.
Oh,
Karen! Here in front of everyone like a slut while we're trying to eat. There are people here.
Okay.
Do you have any manners?
Can you just finish up your show?
Okay, so what happened here was they're ordering food at some, I don't know, sushi or whatever kind of restaurant. The guy, there's a couple there. She's yelling at the girl, the couple. The guy kissed the girlfriend on the forehead. That's all they did. And look at how this Karen reacts.
Transaction, we'll order and we can
Why
both
don't you
move on.
leave, bitch?
Oh my god, you're really escalating
Why
this.
don't you leave?
I would just like to order
Well, you
and then we'll
shouldn't. You
leave.
shouldn't be here. You're a slut. Go get a hotel room and fuck somewhere else.
Oh my
This is not a place for this.
Can't wait till this hits YouTube.
I can't wait to report you to the police. You cannot be
Police.
doing prostitution
Go ahead.
in
Hey,
public.
go find the police right now.
This is a public place. This is where people
No, it's not.
eat.
This is a private place, actually.
This is public.
No, this is a private establishment actually.
We're in the public.
This is privately owned.
Look, if you're making out in front of people and you're making people uncomfortable,
Can we go
You're
there?
making me uncomfortable with your verbal
stop
harassment.
making out in front of us.
That's all good.
Who is us?
Everyone that's
can I
here.
have a
That's
force?
You look like
inappropriate.
the only person who's uncomfortable with me having my arm around my
Lady,
boyfriend.
you're making out while we're trying to order.
Step back.
Excuse me?
Step the
Why don't-
fuck back.
Do not
Step
tell
the
me
fuck
to.
back.
Excuse me?
Step the fuck back.
Excuse me? Why don't you
Can you
step
call
the
the cops?
fuck back?
Can you call the cops?
Can you call the cops on him?
I'm getting all this on video. So we'll see who's harassing who later.
You're fucking your girlfriend in a public restaurant acting like a prostitute.
you're fucking your girlfriend in a public restaurant acting like a prostitute.
He kissed her on the forehead. That's sex now. That's sex.
According to some.
It's like, was he? Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
You need to leave. You told me to leave while I'm in my order while you're making out with that slut.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're such an airhead. You're so dumb. You're sexually harassing me. You and that slut.
Well, you are harboring a lot of shit, and you're just letting it all out. So
You
go
know
ahead.
what?
Go ahead. This is cathartic
I
for
don't
you.
want to watch you make out with that person while I'm trying to order
Good.
food.
There's the door right there. Go ahead.
You've already ordered your transaction.
Yep.
I want my money back. I want my money back. I want a refund. Excuse me, I just spent $20. I want a refund.
Now she wants a refund.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to a manager, and I don't appreciate you raising your voice at me.
I want a refund right now, and I'm reporting you to your manager.
He's already talking to his manager.
And I want to talk to the manager. So you talk to me.
I'll give you the tape. I'll give you the tape.
I can call the manager and report you, and you can be fired for allowing this. I want my money back. Go to hell, prick. Who the fuck do you think you are? Sexually harassing me, making out with that bitch while I'm trying to order? He was having sex with her at the stand when I was trying to order. They were making out.
It was pretty good. The sex was pretty good.
Well, go get a room if you want to fuck the whore. I mean, I don't want to watch it. It's disgusting. It's disturbing. You making out with that ugly bitch, it is so nasty. Do you know how much I want to puke on both of you? You are the ugliest bitch I've ever seen. You look like a little boy. And for me to actually watch you have sex in public is disgusting. In front of my food, it makes me want to
I'm vomit then, for the love of God.
I'm gonna vomit because you are so damn nasty to make out while I'm ordering food. It's so disgusting.
Okay, I'm sorry that you have an
You're
issue
a
with this.
prostitute.
You're a terribly rude person.
Oh my god, you're rude for making out in front of everyone, trying to slobber. You're trying to over-sexualize yourself and be like, I'm the shit, look, my boyfriend's making out with me. Do you know how uncomfortable and rude you are? You are such a slut. You're a dumb bitch.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye?
Bye now.
You're stalking me. Do you know?
like
I'm going to
keeping
press
this mess.
sexual harassment and stalking charges on you.
Go for it. Please.
You are.
She wants to press stalking charges. Sound like somebody we know? Just saying.
Oh, fuck me.
Harassing me at this very moment.
Let's do it.
Videotaping me.
Yep.
Can you? I'm American. I'm from California.
Oh, yes.
You know what?
So-
Go back to whatever place.
There it is.
Excuse me? Yeah.
Yeah, just leave
Where
it.
the fuck are you from?
Okay.
Go back. Go back, you retarded foreign asshole.
Yo, he's more wanted here than you. Leave. Leave. You leave.
I didn't mean to talk to the
leave.
manager. Excuse me, there is a man that was about to have sex with a woman here in the restaurant. And he was
Have sex in your face.
just telling me and telling people to stop making out.
She needs to go back to sex education
like,
and find out
once
what
on the
sex
forehead.
ed is.
I'm sending the police here. I'm sending the police
Please.
to arrest the I'm reporting a prostitute.
Actually, I was referring to Vanessa.
I know you were.
You're a prostitute and I'm sending
What's
the police.
Go.
Bye.
Wait, where are you going? The police are coming.
Oh man, that was good. That was really good.
Yeah.
So at some point, a kiss on the forehead became full-blown sex.
Into court.
Man, you know, some of these Karen videos are really good.
And some of them are like really fucking out there, kind of like this one.
I know there's another one. I think this was a Starbucks. So, oh man, apparently there's a bunch of them.
So why didn't
Good
the
Lord.
monster eat the crazy person?
Why didn't the monster eat the crazy person?
Yeah,
Is a dad joke?
could be.
Why?
He's allergic to nuts.
Okay, what did I miss here?
He's allergic to nuts. Crazy person, cray cray, nutso, cuckoo for Cocoa Puff.
Really?
Yup.
Sorry, bro. That was kind of.
Weak.
I was a little weak.
I got one for you. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
When I am black, I am clean. When I am white, I am dirty. You get too close to me, you might sneeze. What am I?
You got me.
Chalkboard.
Bam, you gotta find a better book, bro. It's a little weak.
But it was good. All right, last one. This one's right up your alley. How can you tell if a vampire likes baseball?
How can you tell if a vampire likes baseball? Why? How?
He turns into a bat.
Epic fail.
He turns into a bat.
Epic fail. Epic fail.
Dee Dee liked it.
Okay, you ready for this?
Okay, what's this Karen doing? Looks like she's fixing to throw something out of her ear.
Yeah, this is Starbucks. Let's see. Oops, do I have it up? Yeah, I do. Here we go. There's no sound.
No, there's sound. I hear it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Would you please ask your family to correct it? You have been fired and sued several
So
times.
weird. I got no
I
sound
will
on
not
this.
leave your bullshit store. You have been asked very loudly about your family's contracts. You do not live on this
And it's
salary.
very loudly.
Good guy with the understanding I ask quietly.
Oh my God, she's off her meds.
Look at the wrong ass California asshole that can't afford to pay for you.
It's a bummer. I couldn't hear it.
Program that the city pays. It is
This
not
was a
illegal to
Starbucks
do here.
somewhere.
Excuse me, ma'am. You are helped when you are visiting the city. Would you please ask your family to correct it? You have been fired.
Bat.
and sued
Yeah, that
several
bad
times.
joke was kind of weak.
I will not
Keep
leave
doing
your
my
bullshit
kids
store.
amongst myself.
You
Yeah,
have
good
been
one.
asked very loudly about your family's contracts. You do not live off this salary.
Really? Is there sound? Can you hear her
With the
yelling?
understanding,
Oh, yeah.
I ask quietly. It is not illegal to be loud.
Get the fuck out, lady.
Yeah, if you put laughing emojis, Vanessa's going to come after you guys. So you've been warned. Oh boy. Anyway. Thought we have a few Karen videos. I'm still working on, I got a bunch of videos downloaded. Some VT stuff.
Oh, CT. I like CT. I miss CT.
VT.
No, Crooked Bosoms.
Oh, Crooked Tits.
Yep. Crooked Chi-Chi.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
Shishi Boo Boo.
What else are we talking about?
I don't know. You know, the weather's kind of fucked up. You know, poor California. You know, not that I really care about that country over there. They're kind of like all fucked up with all the snow and water they're getting.
They got a lot of freaking rain, huh?
Yeah, and then tonight, like, they're getting 30 inches of snow on the East Coast.
It's freaking March. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Did you hear?
Okay.
The Biden administration is trying hard.
Real hard.
This is actually good, believe it or not. They're trying to ban TikTok in the United States.
Well, Trump said he was going to do that, and he
And they
didn't.
laughed at him.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, yeah.
Trump was going to do it, and they laughed at him. Now the Biden administration wants to come and do it, and now they're like, "Oh yeah, they should have been done a long time ago."
Well, and then you got the old Biden administration going, "This is not a bailout. Don't call it a bailout, but we're going to help the bank." But it's not a bailout.
So the banks are having issues right now. You guys heard about this the last few
Just
days.
Silicon Valley Bank.
So, yeah. Well, and other banks too.
Well, yeah, there's another one out there doing the same thing.
So I hope they were FDIC insured.
Silicon Valley Bank, if I remember correctly, they were. So up to $250,000 per account. But if you have more than that in that account, then you're fucked. Unless if that bank offers, there's special banks that have where you can get more money in your account where it's still federally insured.
Right. So if you have a lot of money, if you have more than 250 grand, let's say you got $1 million, you got to split it up between different banks or different accounts at least.
Yeah.
Because that first 250K is safe. Anything beyond that, you're at risk of losing.
Yep, you're fucked.
Be very careful with your money, and don't go overseas. Keep it here in the States.
Swiss bank accounts, they seem pretty.
Yeah, but they want to ban that too. They want to make that some kind of a crime. Hiding your money overseas so that you don't pay federal taxes on it.
Fucking Democrats, they do it all the time.
Yeah, this is true. Oh, yeah, she's been eating McDonald's cookies lately, which I'm not impressed by the McDonald's cookies. If you think those are gourmet cookies, then you're
cray.
Oh yeah, we got spring break here too. The young uns have arrived. TikTok is because TikTok. All this stuff happening to young people here is because of TikTok. It's because of what goes on TikTok, what they allow on TikTok.
No, it's
another way of China messing with us.
It's the young people are so ignorant,
stupid,
that they don't know how to protect themselves.
In China, they go, "Watch, we're gonna make these kids eat Tide Pods."
And they do it.
What happens in the U.S.?
Yeah.
And then sexualizing people too much, girls, young people.
You know, I say it every day. Every day I say it. Thank God I'll be dead when today's youth is running the world.
Yeah, it was hot yesterday, bro. I think it was yesterday. It was like 100 degrees outside. President Trump said the Joy Boy can't come up with. Yeah, I know. Trump was going to do it, and they laughed at him. They laughed at him. Joe's going to cover it? Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's a fucking moron.
So, DeSantis, remember one of these drag shows that they did last week, a couple of weeks ago, where they had all these little kids in there and they did a drag show? Happened recently. It was a couple of weeks ago.
I didn't see it.
It was at a club. It was at a nightclub. That club, this is in Florida, Ron DeSantis pulled their liquor license.
Holy shit.
He did.
Good for him. Good for him.
For calling it a lewd drag show with children present. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so there is a difference, and I just want to put this out there. There is a difference between drag shows and children watching them and Mrs. Doubtfire and children watching it. Completely fucking different. Totally different.
It's like, why do kids have to be at these shows? What is the purpose of it? To introduce them to the lifestyle or I don't know. It's shady.
There is no reason for a child to be at a drag show whatsoever. There is no reason for a child to know what a drag queen is.
I mean, we have this conversation every time this topic comes up. Like, what is the purpose to get these kids to start thinking about what is a man, what is a woman, or why is it okay for a man to dress like a woman, or why is it okay for a woman to dress like a man? I mean, if you're going to have a conversation with your kid about that, that should be between the parent and the child. And the parent will know when to do that.
Yeah, and at the age of at least minimum 13 or 14. Not before that.
Probably right, but every parent knows their kid, and the kids they mature differently.
Oh, absolutely.
Some could be ready earlier, and some maybe not till a lot later. But still, it's the parents' You guys talk to your kids about sex and genders and all this crap when you know it's right. Don't let somebody else do it. Don't let a teacher in school do it. Don't let these people do it. You do it. And,
I mean, I didn't know what a drag queen was until I was 26 fucking years old.
and they played the song. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Screwdolph the red-nippled reindeer. Attendees heard the lyrics, you know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen Vomit and Stupid and Dildo and... Why does the kids got to hear this stuff for? Screwed off the red-nippled reindeer? Screwed off with your nipple so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Why? Why?
It's like, why is that necessary?
It's not.
Yeah, so Ron DeSantis did the right thing. And perhaps if he keeps doing that, they will stop doing that. I don't know why. I don't think you can give me a good reason for that.
Well, you can give me one.
I really don't.
Right, Didi? Why are kids at a nightclub anyway?
Yeah, and the parents that take the kids there.
Obviously, mom and dad are drunks, or, you know, we don't care about our kids, and, you know.
Oh, I know them. I knew them. I knew some too. You got one right here.
What?
I used to dress in drag for shows, for business.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a job until they started spending more money on costumes and outfits than I was actually making.
That's expensive, huh?
Oh, my God.
Like a beauty pageant.
Well, yeah, because, you know, you can't be seen in the same outfit twice. I mean, you're on stage. Yeah, you have certain outfits for certain numbers, but, you know, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then you're like 1970s rerun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my 11-year-old grandson was told about transgender by a little girl in his class. See, you know, little kids are so confused in the first place.
Yeah, they are.
Just about whatever innocent little mundane everyday things. Now you're going to throw this at them and make them think.
Well, you know,
it's different.
It goes to show you the intelligence of the people teaching our children. And today, I had one of my kids that ride my my bus get on a little early, and I'm like, well, what are you doing here? He's like, well, I left because I had a sub, but he said, you know what happened to me? I'm like, what happened to you? He said, well, I kind of dozed off in one of my classes, so my teacher sent me up to the principal, and the principal searched me. I said, for what? Well, they thought I was on drugs. I'm like, didn't you like quote the Fourth Amendment, illegal search and seizure? He said I had to be searched. I said, no, you don't. Not unless if you are under arrest, my friend. You do not have to be searched by anybody unless if you are under arrest. I said, you know, you should have demanded your parents to be present during the search. And
yeah,
I can do that? I said, yeah. He goes, they thought I was on drugs. I said, see, that just goes to show you, as intelligent as these motherfuckers are, the first thing they do is drugs. Couldn't possibly be, oh, you stayed up all night playing video games, or you were studying until 3 a.m. for a test today. Couldn't possibly be any of that. No, it's drugs.
You know, some people are giving teachers too much power.
Yeah.
Or schools, for that matter, too much power.
And it really sucks that these kids believe that the lies that are coming out of these teachers' mouths. You have to be searched. No, you don't. You have to do this. No, you don't. This is America. You still have freedoms. You have rights. You have religions.
The problem is a lot of people don't know, or they don't want to start a problem. They just go with it,
Yeah.
You have agreeable people and you got non-agreeable people. The non-agreeable people are the ones that stand up for shit and stand up for others. The agreeable people are the ones that don't want confrontation.
Yeah. I have a zit right in the corner of like the crease of my nose, like right under my fucking nose, and it so fucking hurts. Oh. And of course I shaved today, so I kind of like cut it so it even hurts even more.
I had a video. Is this the video? Yeah, you remember this?
Oh, well, how you doing, Crooked Tits?
Remember the burn mark? See the nose?
No. I don't think I've seen this video.
It's on, you can see it right there.
Well, I see the burn mark. I see the burn mark, but I don't think I've seen the video.
You know where that's from.
But if you notice, the first thing she was doing was straightening her tits. I mean, that's the first thing she was doing in that video.
So
she knows she has crooked tits. She just didn't want to admit it.
I think she only became aware because you told her she did.
Oh, I'm glad I could be of assistance to you, Vanessa.
That was a great program. Keep going back to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did they say? I don't know. She keeps taking her page offline. It's like she'll go live for a couple days and then she'll take it offline completely. Or she'll delete some videos. She won't delete others. And then she'll take it offline. Like now, her page is off. Unless it's back on now. I don't think I'm so old. But that's... And it's funny when they go to one of her pages, there's our video right up front. The VT Chronicles, October 22. I think that's hilarious. Nope, she's offline. Her page is gone. So, why would that happen? Why would you keep taking your page offline?
OCD.
More like hiding something, maybe?
Maybe.
Cover up? Cover up?
Her mouth was doing circles yesterday.
Oh, did you see the video yesterday that, was it Ultimate Deception who put up that video, or was it No More Cheese Keys Lies?
I did not see a video yesterday.
And I don't know how old the video was, but her jaw was doing this whole thing.
Fucking Herman Munster.
Like, yeesh. Talk about the just say no to drugs spokesperson. Oh, yes. We're going to get back to that. Just waiting for just the right time. And it's not going to be called the VT Chronicles anymore either. There are a lot more hate pages also on her. I think there's like 5 or 6. Yeah, there might be some. You know what? Most of them, there might be 1 or 2 actual hate pages.
I got it. I got the name for it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm
Are you ready?
Ready.
Vanessa
Lay down.
Does Brownsville. Vanessa Does Brownsville.
Vanessa Does Brownsville.
Kind of like Debbie did Dallas. Vanessa can do Brownsville.
Oh, she said she don't do that. Yeah, I saw that one yesterday. Yo, legend. Glad you could join us for a bit. I know people have been asking and stuff. People have been asking, so I don't know. And we might do it again. I might do it again. But earlier, back then I had to stop because I remember one of the very last few restreams. I was here like this, I think, and Bam was there, and he was falling asleep. And then I noticed I was falling asleep too.
She was starting to get a little boring.
And I was like, that's it. I think this has run its course.
Maybe Vanessa and Debbie does Brownsville.
The problem is she's all over the place, not just Brownsville.
Okay, Vanessa does Texas. The only way Vanessa can do it. The only way she can. On her knees, on her back, on her head. She'll do it any way she can.
I know what I want to call the show.
What?
I know what I want to call the show.
Crooked Tits speaks out.
Hold on. This is okay. Ready? Okay, I'll put it up here.
Okay, lay it out.
You see the drum roll.
Ding.
How do I intro this?
I don't know. Thought you were gonna put it up there.
It's going to be welcome to the new, what do you call it? When you do a premiere episode of the new
And improved.
VT show.
The new and improved.
Oh, I heard somebody talking. She's on the video still talking. I'm like, why do I hear somebody talking? It's called
What's in the Water?
It's been said many times. What the heck is in the water over in Raymondville? Got some very colorful characters over there. It's like it's a little mini Chernobyl nuclear plant where people are just getting like weird reactions and weird, you know? Huh? I miss your political interviews, but I watch them on replays. Yep. Brian Martinez was on last night. Interesting interview. Next week, I'll have Linda Macias, John Cowan running for mayor. He will be on our program as well. Katy Presas, she'll be here as well.
Well, legend, I don't know how to do a drum roll. So you got the motorboat. Oh, sweet Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
There you go. He called it. And I have another character who's going to be joining us sometime next week.
Ooh.
The people locally here know him as Captain Bob. You know who Captain Bob is?
I do not.
A gentleman by the name of Robert Sanchez. He's got a restaurant called Captain Bob's, which, if you can imagine, it's a seafood restaurant. And he's doing some shows on Facebook. He's got a page. He does interviews.
And he introduces drag queens at his restaurant to little boys and girls.
Nope.
Oh, thank you. Somebody with a brain.
Yep. Pretty sure he wouldn't do that. Pretty sure. But I don't know enough about him yet. So, but he's a colorful character, to say the least.
Well, Karens are colorful.
This is true. His name is Captain Bob. He will be joining us next week. I was trying to get him on today, but he's a little busy. So he's got a restaurant here in the city of Brownsville. And he does his shows from his restaurant. So we're going to do a couple of shows. One of them I'm going to do at his, it's called CBS, Captain Bob's Studio, right?
Okay.
And
I like it.
Yeah, me too. And then he'll come on my show, and we'll continue the.
Not to get confused with the CBS, Channel 5 or Channel 9 or whatever it is in your city.
Right. Not the Columbia Broadcasting System.
I was thinking it was Central Broadcasting, but yeah, I think you're right. It is Columbia.
Yep. But it's Captain Bob's Studios, or Captain Bob Sanchez. That's his last name. Captain Bob Sanchez. So it could go either way. Just like you.
Yeah. Well,
so he'll be here next week.
I think I'm gonna bounce. I'm starting to fade.
Bam is fading. Well, you can split. I'm gonna stay here for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to drift into La La Land into La La Land.
You're gonna be that guy right there,
or lady, whoever that is. But look the size of those nostrils.
You have nostril envy, don't you?
No, I don't. I really don't.
You got nostril envy.
No, I mean, you can drive a frickin' semi into those nostrils. Look at those bad boys. I mean, could you imagine the bogey that you can get out of that?
So how's your nose recovering, by the way, since the surgery?
It's better. It's still tender. Like the nostrils are still tender. Believe it or not. And when I still do but it's getting better.
Vanessa, Monostats, Mercedes, and Vagisil's Valero. What? Jalapeno poppers included. Yeah, VMM. That's funny. All right, Bam,
everybody.
You leaving us?
I am. Have a great evening. Hasta luego. I gotta change spectacles. All right. Have a great night, guys. And I shall see you later.
Later, Bubba. There he's gone. Now we can talk about him. Just kidding. Yeah, so locally, the politics scene, it's going to get real interesting. I know some of you guys are not from the area, so I don't want to bore you with all those details yet. Not tonight anyway. I think I did 5 altogether in the last week. Some of the candidates, one is incumbent, the others are new to the political scene. I'm very interested how they're going to react to what I call, everybody calls the haters, right? The hating crowd. And so we'll see. We'll see how that's going to go. But this Captain Bob character, it's going to be good. It's going to be a fun time with him. He's an older gentleman with a good sense of humor. And he can give one heck of an intro, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I can't even mention that. No, you know what? I extended the invite to the people of Raymondville. Because even though I'm not from there, but I was going to, it's an interesting, considering the people who are running makes it very interesting. And I extended an invitation to the 3 candidates. There may be more than 3, but the 3 main ones. The incumbent, a gentleman named Roy. What's his last name again? I can't remember. And I shouldn't forget that. I should say it. Roy Marroquin. All right. And the incumbent mayor, the existing mayor of Raymondville, and Ophelia. I did invite. See, gave her a shot at being the first one to come and talk. Because I think once you get one on, then if the others don't want to, that says something too. So I really gave her the first crack to come in. She refused. Claims that she doesn't need me, and I'm not saying she needed me. I was just trying to be courteous and cover a little of this, but she refused, and none of the others got back to me yet. So you know what? Good riddance. I'll pass at this point. If they ever came back to me, I'll pass as well. So I wasn't just trying to be nice. I wasn't trying to be shady or anything. I was just trying to jump in and get involved a little bit. But oh well, what can you do? They will. They'll be okay. They will survive. Oh, just talking about politics. Yes, Kelly was awful. I cried and apologized to her while she was passing that we couldn't save her babies. What are you talking about? Oh, man. Neighbor revved his engine, floored it, and ran over it. What? Oh, man. Really? Ugh. I'm guessing the cat, did your kitty, she didn't make it, did she? Oh, bummer. You know, I know somebody that would read that and not going to go there. So sorry. That's horrible. I would hate to see something like that. So sorry to hear that. Roy Tijerina. Yeah, something like that. And I was going to give him the shot, say what you want to say. But that's all right. They can all go handle themselves. She's still running. Yes, she is. Raymondville, a.k.a. Santa Poco. Yeah, I tried. I ain't going to beg. I was just trying to be nice and friendly, whatever, but that's all right. Man, I know somebody who kind of had the same, well, not traumatic like that, but did anybody ever have a hamster? What do you guys know about hamsters? Why, what's up, Lavina? Where you going? You going on vacay? Anybody ever have a hamster? You ever have a hamster act like an escape artist and escape from his cage? Well, I know of a hamster that did just that. Could have been a TV series, Breakout. Took off from his cage, went on a crusade, on a, what do you call it? on a rebellious hike. And the hamster hasn't been seen since. I think he's having a good old time out there at the beach. That's what I think. But I never had a hamster, so I don't know if they escape? Are they dangerous? Or, I mean, what happens if you get bit by a hamster? You get rabies or whatever? Good for you, Lavina. I hope you enjoy your vacation, your spring break vacation. Fun. So here in Brownsville, the spring breakers have arrived. They've been flying in the last few days and driving in the last few days, and everywhere you go, you see new faces, and you can tell. You know how you can tell the vacation crowd or the tourist crowd? You can tell. So they are upon us, and it's going to be that kind of week. It's going to be that kind of month, pretty much. They all converge on South Padre Island, which is, I don't know, about a half hour outside here, east of here. And it's one of the spring break destinations. I don't know if it's the top spot, but it's a big spot. Definitely in the top 3, I believe, for the country anyway. And yeah, you're right. It's spring break season. And it gets crazy. I mean, people who live on an island don't, some of them, I heard, this was 10 years ago. I knew somebody who lives there, and she always said, spring break comes, we leave. We're gone for the month, and we come back after it's over. Because it's a mess. And a lot of drinking. So with a lot of drinking comes a lot of irresponsible behavior, unfortunately. And so that's why they leave. Traffic on the bridge on the causeway that connects Port Isabel to the island, which normally is about a 5-minute trip on the bridge. That can take an hour or more just to cross from one side to the other. And traffic down the whole Ocean Boulevard, which I think that's what it's called. It's just one giant parade. Cars going up, turning around, doing the stroll, going back, and just going back and forth, driving around. People watching, listening to music, having their drinks. You know, it's what people do, I guess, on an island community. I had a hamster. They're cute to hold, but they do bite if you aggravate them. But their bite isn't as bad. It's tolerable. All right. My daughter's hamster did it all the time. Got his foot caught on a glue mouse trap. But no, they're not hazardous. They do know how to escape and bite. Interesting. And right after that, the Mexicans come to celebrate Easter. Yes. So it's quite the event from now to Easter, pretty much. Pretty much. I remember when I used to work for the airline, when I first started, about 10 or 11 years ago, we'd come to work at 4 in the morning, 3:45 in the morning. And this is when spring break was winding down. And we'd arrive at the terminal to go to work, and people, the young people, they'd be asleep on the floor, on the grass outside, and all the benches, and every corner, every square inch of that airport terminal was people passed out and drunk. I mean, they would come from a drunken stupor on the island at 2 or 3 in the morning and say, "Oh, we got to go fly back," and they'd come right to the airport and pass out. Good times. Yeah. Funny stories there. Love to watch hamsters in a ball. You put them and they roll all around. Funny to watch. SPI 83, Stevie Ray Vaughan on the beach live. Free Budweiser concert. Best ever. Stevie Ray Vaughan, one of the greats. Some of these people that we lost too early, and he was one of the great guitarists. Bad situation. The same thing with the Buddy Holly thing, Richie Valens and the Big Bopper. And Kobe Bryant, Bruce Lee. Granted, it wasn't on an airplane or helicopter, but he died too young. And then his son Brandon Lee had his same fate. He died on a movie set. It's like you wonder why things happen. Seemingly good people, talented people, get taken away way too early. It makes you wonder what's up with that. Why does that happen? And I guess Hollywood people, actors, same thing. People get into acting, and I keep referring to Philip Seymour Hoffman, my favorite actor. Hands down. The best movie I like of his is Capote. He did a great job at Capote. I mean, he was... And when I heard I think it was suicide, or was it a drug overdose? Now I gotta look it up. Philip Seymour Hoffman. What happened to Philip Seymour? Hoffman struggled with drug addiction as a young adult and relapsed in 2012 after many years of abstinence. Friday of 2014, he died of a combined drug intoxication. So he overdosed. And you think people are happy doing what they're doing, making movies, making money, living the life, but they get depressed as well. They're regular people too. Sad for that to happen. James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano, same thing. John Candy, same thing. John Belushi, same thing. Chris Farley, same thing. Musicians. You can go on and on and on and name all these musicians that drug overdose. Once they get money, it's just a curse, man. Very sad. Oh, cool. Yeah, he split. He was already yawning. It was time for him to go. Hamsters are escape artists, so mine escaped on me because I didn't secure the cage correctly. You got to be very careful with their enclosures. That's what happened. You ever think I know more people who I like to believe are in heaven than I do here on earth, but all my family are gone? Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I suppose you can think of all these people that you've known or families that have passed away and count how many that is. And then be thankful of those you have that are still here. James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano, yeah. Heart attack. He was a big guy. And that pissed me off too because he was a good actor also. Very good actor. God, so many. It's sad to get into drugs. I don't know. Hollywood is not that great. And then what pisses me off is when they start trying to impose their political will on everyone. They feel because they're in front of the big screen and you watch all their movies that they can come and start to stand under a soapbox and preach to you. And for a while I didn't know how to handle that because there's some actors that I love to watch, but I don't agree with their political opinions. So I quit watching them. But that lasted, a week? Because I'll be honest, these are movies that are my favorites and I like to watch. So I learned to separate the film and the artist from anything personal. Like, they're not a real person. They're an actor. When they're in the movie, that's what they are. When they're not in the movie, I don't even think about them. It's just whatever. I don't want to hear your problems or you poor millionaire, you're depressed. Sorry, not for me. But I'll watch their movie. Robert De Niro. That's the first one that comes to mind. I'll watch a lot of his movies. Good, great actor. Can't deny that. But I don't want to hear his politics. And it goes for a lot of people. There's a lot of them like that. So if you can separate that, focus on the artist and the movies that he does. And then, when the movie's over, forget about him. Just forget about him. And if you can do that, you'll appreciate him and their movies a little more. Yeah, there are people who don't want to hear my politics either, but that's because I am a double standard. I am a living double standard. This is true. Alyssa Milano. I don't think she's a great actress. Good, attractive actress. Yeah. And that's it. That's it. But yeah, that is a good point. Vero, what's up? Welcome to the program. Have you seen the Crick Rock special on Netflix? Oh, man. He gave it good to Will and Jada. And he was right about every single bit of that. Anybody sees this? Chris Rock finally went live. This was on Netflix, his Netflix special. There's a little bit of his stuff that they cut out. But he got back in his own way. And I'm glad he did. The funniest thing that he said was that, I guess they have an open marriage or whatever you want to call it. And she cheated. She was having sex with all these people, including his son's best friend or his son's friend or something like that. Their kid's friend. And then Jada interviews Will Smith. Remember this? Remember that whole thing? What was that called? What do they call that situation? She was, I can't think of it right now. But she interviewed Will about how it felt being in their marriage. And what Chris Rock said was right. She hurt Will more than Will hurt Chris Rock on stage with that slap. And he says, the red table, right, but it was a term that they used that she was not an enabler. What do they call it? You guys know what I'm talking about, this word that they used. The situation, they called it something. Anyway, the entanglement. Yes, thank you. There's my eyes. The entanglement. So Chris Rock was like, she's cheating on him with everybody, but he slaps me. And it was so funny. He was so right. And he went there on them. And Jada and Will. And Will says he feels hurt. Too freaking bad. I don't think he should have done that to Chris. I know that would have happened a year ago. Yeah, it is messed up. It's a weird. I don't know. It's a California thing, I suppose. Ugh. It's a California thing. Open, whatever they want to call it. But that was a good special. I don't think athletes should protest or involve their political views while they're playing sports. We can't protest. Well, a little friend of ours was talking about Colin Kaepernick. She called him Kaepernick. And she must have read a book or an article because all of a sudden she became a staunch supporter of Colin Kaepernick. One day she's talking about it. A couple days later, she's wearing a San Francisco jersey with his number on it. So, my stance on that has been the same as other people's stance on it. You want to protest? You want to show your displeasure? Okay, fine. But the NFL should have stood up for this. Like, we know what? We're a private business, and we're paying you to play ball on the field. You want to do your little protest? Do it before the game or after the game. We'll leave you alone. But the way they handled it, it was not good. And, people are paying to see the game, to watch the athletes play ball, to watch athleticism, not to watch him take a knee and bitch about calling police pigs. You saw that he wore socks. They had a pig wearing a police uniform. That's true. Mr. Kaepernick. She found the jersey? I thought she bought it. Alyssa Milano's another one that's out there. Yeah, Alyssa Milano. The Red Table. That's right. Okay. A little behind here. The Hard Table Talk. Yeah, the Red Table. Not all California people. Okay, I didn't mean all California people. But there's a lot of hippies out there, and they're very free-spirited, if you know what I mean. Oh, I thought she bought the jersey. She found it. She just found a brand new jersey. She can't even say his name correctly, and he was wrong for what he was doing. That's why San Francisco got rid of him. The 49ers don't claim him anymore. Yeah, ultimately that's what happened. That's why nobody wants him. Nobody wants a drama. He's trying to get back into the league to play. He keeps sending letters to all the teams that he's ready and he's healthy. He's been practicing. And even though there's a need, some of these teams could use a quarterback. Not that he was a good one. He was mediocre. He was not great. But there's a shortage right now. And some team would probably use him. But because of his politics, they don't want to touch him. And then lately, in an interview, he kind of threw so his parents are adoptive. His adoptive parents threw them under the bus. Here's a couple of family that's putting up with him, and I'm sure it was hard on them too. Because they're a white couple, they're raising a mixed race. Colin Kaepernick, but knowing he was black, they look beyond the color. They like, we can help this kid. And they did. So they adopted him. And he threw him under the bus, saying that they were part of the problem, that they didn't really help. It's like, man, you're ungrateful. So they still support him and all this crap or whatever. It's like, eh. He is. I mean, San Francisco didn't exactly handle it right from the beginning. And then the NFL didn't either, but all the teams are showing their displeasure. It's become very, very evident that nobody wants him. They don't want his drama. So, dude, probably not going to play again. He should try Canadian football maybe. Or the USFL maybe, see if they take him. Or arena football, maybe they'll take him. But every time he goes anywhere, they're like, yeah, no thanks. Keep walking. So, anyway. That is all I've got for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And we got a lot of good stuff coming up. I do. I look forward to Captain Bob being around. I will let you guys know when that happens. Really? Is she running? Dante, is she running? Did she announce already? I don't know if she did or not. I don't know. She's a little kooky also. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know enough about her. I remember hearing from her a few years ago. She did announce. Okay. I'm not opposed to a woman president. As long as they're not Hillary Clinton. All right, there, I said it there. As long as it's not Hillary or Kamala. As long as it's none of them two, hey, you don't have experience, that's okay. That doesn't matter. I just want you to be level-headed. Sane. Sane from here to here. Sane. Not senile. Not radical. Just normal. Thank you so much, Kelly. Yes, please hit the thumbs up or the hearts or whatever you want to call it. Oh, I think almost anybody over Biden any day. Anybody. So yesterday he spoke about the, was that today? This morning, was it? It might have been yesterday. He talked about what happened with the banks and don't worry. If you have under 250,000 and if your bank is FDIC insured, you're going to be taken care of. Don't worry about it. Closed the book and then he walked away and you reporters are, hey, what if Mr. President? And he just kept walking. Don't talk to the press at all. You know, and I don't like that. For as much as you guys, a lot of you didn't like President Trump, he would talk to the press every chance he got. Every chance, multiple times a day. On his way to the helicopter. On his way back from the helicopter. At the Rose Garden. After a press conference. He would have another press conference and talk to everybody. He would answer, he would just talk. He was not afraid to answer anything or talk, or discuss anything. That's the way it should be. And I know why they rushed Joe Biden off, because fucking dude is senile, man. He can't remember who his wife is half the time. Homegirl 956, welcome. I don't think the 49ers handled it right because it was something new to the league and everyone was kind of freaking out. But in the end, they did the right thing by letting him walk. Too much drama, man. It was causing too much, taking attention away from the game. You know? Colonel West gets a bad rap from some people for some reason. Dude's intelligent. He's real smart. I don't think America's ready for a woman president. I think we're ready. I think we're ready for a sane president. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. As long as they're right up here, they're okay. As long as they can think, speak freely, speak coherently, I'd be okay with that. I don't care if it's a woman. I think Nikki Haley would be a good president. I do. I always thought Nikki Haley would be a good president. I thought, for a while there, before I knew better, and this is a long time ago, that Kamala Harris, I'm thinking, wow. So if Joe Biden dies or gets sick, she's going to be president. That's scary. You know who would have been good too? Tulsi Gabbard. But they kicked her out. The decision makers had a plan, and their plan was idiot number one and idiot number two. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Why? Because they could control them, the puppet show. And that's what's been happening. Not changing my mind on that. Oh, yeah, Orange Man bad. Yeah, okay. It's compared to what we got now? Really? Really? We need Trump back ASAP. Biden is destroying our country. Look at the inflation. I know, but nobody wants to acknowledge that. Nobody wants to acknowledge any of that. Why is that? Why is it? Nobody wants to acknowledge any of this stuff. It's not that America isn't ready. There have not been any viable female candidates. And Kamala isn't one of them. She's not. All she does is cackle. She cackles good. But that's it. She's a good cackler. I was for Bernie in 2020. Sorry to hear that, Dante. But glad you survived. All righty. Gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. Probably be back mañana. I'll let you guys know. I gotta put the rest of the political schedule together. And then I'll post that as soon as it's available. Cool. Everybody have a good Tuesday night. Thank you for tuning in.